Today we have a beautiful and clean Orzhov mid-range deck for you guys, and it works off of reanimation and tokens, two of my favorite things, and right now we can't seem to be stopped. That's right, today we've got another certified banger for you guys. This is going to be an Orzhov mid-range deck that works off of reanimation and tokens. Now, the idea is simple. We try to get Kaya or Portal to Phyrexia into the graveyard, and then we reanimate them early with the Invasion of Tolvada. In my opinion, the best reanimation spell we have, because if we flip this thing over, all of our tokens are going to get a significant buff, but also it's going to create tokens for us passively every single turn. And the way we get these to the graveyard is simple. Liliana's discarding effect or the restoration of Iganjo. This is actually a tricky combination. We have things like storefronts where we can play on turn 2, and then on the Saga 2 of the restoration, we can discard something like a Kaya and then bring back the storefront for additional lands and value. That way we don't lose out on just discarding the Kaya and losing out on any sort of benefits. So this storefront can come back in replacement and get us that mana. We've also got Hostile Negotiations, a great draw spell, but also fills up the graveyard. And then other really interesting removal cards like Innistrad here, which allows us to play things like Render Inert a couple in this deck, so we can flip these things over very easily. But it's a lot of control cards along the way with that, and keeping us afloat until we get to that win con. But it's a really sick deck. I think we went 6-0 here in today's video, and then we went a total of 8-0 with this deck today. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Thought I'd show you guys that real quick, but we don't normally show the stats at all, because when I build a deck like tomorrow's, for instance, we go through like 15 different iterations of the deck before I dial it in, because they're usually pretty janky. So the stats are really all over the place. But this deck I built right away, played it, went 8-0, called it a day. So figured I'd show you guys that. Take it with a grain of salt though. 8 games isn't a ton of games to get a big sample size from, but I thought it was pretty powerful and thought it'd be pretty cool to share. So hope you guys enjoy. And if you are new here, we do post videos on this channel 5 days a week. So if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, all that stuff helps out an absolute ton, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the video. Peace. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we've got an Orzhov deck that works around tokens and reanimation, doing some Kaya reanimation stuff. Should be a lot of fun. We've played a couple of games already with this thing, and it's feeling pretty nice. The opening hand here definitely looks keepable. I'm just a bit afraid, honestly, of the mana and how expensive things look, but I could end up getting a Kaya down by turn 5 if I'm lucky enough to top deck correctly. It's going to be tricky. It's kind of a bad keep, if I'm being honest. But we did just get the mythic, so that should be pretty cool too. We got the mythic about 5 minutes ago with this deck, so hopefully we can keep the ball rolling. Just in time too, because the end of the month is here. We hit a land, which is so nice, but it's the wrong color we needed. We really wanted to try to get down the Liliana and discarding our Kaya, but it's all good. We're up against Naya. I would imagine it's going to go pretty wide with tokens, so Sunfall probably going to be a very important player here. Surprising that we haven't seen any plays from the opponent though, and we get lucky enough to find the land we're looking for. Here's the thing. Liliana, discard Kaya. If I hit a 5th land drop in a row, which would be extremely lucky, we can bring it back next turn, which I think is going to be the play we go with, or we can set this up. But I think I'm going Liliana here, because if we pull this off, I don't see how we can lose. Here we go. Can we get our 5th land drop here? Like I said, pretty unlikely. We've already top decked 2 lands in a row, which is really good. I do always run 25 lands to try to mitigate as many missed land drops as possible. All right, well, we get a land in a roundabout way. I'll take it. I'll take it. Puts us on that 5th land. Let's plus here. What do we want to drop though? I'm starting to think with the cards we're seeing here that the opponent's probably some sort of bombardment deck. I don't know. I don't think ossification is going to be very helpful. I mean, it could be if there's a Chandra, I guess. I didn't think about that. They have a Liliana as well. Yeah, this is probably a bombardment deck, which if it is, a bombardment deck. We have putting a number of cards in your hand in the bottom of your library, draw that many cards. We do have Kaya, obviously, which exiles the bombardment, so that's good. Interesting. Just trying to see if it's worth it for me to reanimate the portal instead, but it's definitely not. It's gonna have to be the Kaya here. So we're gonna plus this.
Drop it.
Give me a little bit more information, just a little bit more. The monumental facade though is kind of strange too. I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna get countered here. Treasures are the only blue mana source I see here, and it's very unlikely that they run counter spells with that being their only source of blue, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep the loyalty high on Kaya, plussing it, because I don't want to get hit with burn down the house and have it die. That's the only fear I have in this whole thing. It's the only thing that can really kill Kaya with their sort of build that they have here.
You see the daggers, right?
All right, all right. They're not gonna like this. They're not gonna like this. I'll be taking that. I will be plussing this, and there's the game. GG's. I mean, that couldn't have been a better card for us to steal with Kaya. Obviously, again, though, they did have those burn sweepers that I was talking about, those burn down the house effects with this one here into the fire, dealing damage to my planeswalkers. So it's definitely a possibility we could have got hit with the burn down the house next turn and had to start over, but they'd be down to one card in hand, and I'd still be feeling pretty good, especially about flipping this over in the next couple of turns with this. So good stuff. All right, well, if you guys already don't know, this week's videos are going to be the last videos we have, and then next week I'm taking off. So we'll have 5 videos coming up for you guys this week, of course, but next week I am going to be on a little bit of a vacation, so there will be no videos next week. Me and my son are going to go on a trip to California. So I do apologize for that, but I wanted to let you guys know now, if you haven't already, heard through my more recent videos. Let's see here, but this week you're gonna get your full 5, and then we're also going to have viewer battles on Wednesday. So if you guys want to swing by on Wednesday, we're gonna be battling against you guys in a viewer battle on the live stream. All right, so we've got an interesting situation kind of brewing here. Sunfall gonna be very important. I don't think I want to waste Liliana's minus here just for them to take out the Llanowar. I'm gonna go and do this, take out this, keep them from getting that extra mana, because clearly finding that land off the top for them was imperative. So it'd be nice to keep them off the land drops for now. Next turn we can get down to Liliana, drop the portal to Phyrexia, and reanimate it, and be in a really good spot here. We want to try to keep Liliana alive though, so hopefully they don't play a third creature here. Looks like they might. Nope, they're just going to animate the land, and we're going to take the shot. All good. We got to keep the farmhand alive. So like I said, we can kind of protect Liliana's loyalty and protect it from an attack from the opponent. And then we just hit him with the portal, and we should be able to take over the game. That's a nice card for them to let me reanimate, that's for sure. I'll be taking that. Little bit of a mistake, I would say, on their end. They don't know, obviously, that we're going to try to reanimate and steal their things, but that's a good card for us to blow up. There's 3 perfect creatures on the field. I doubt they're going to be able to do anything with the 1 mana that they get here. And we have a good block for Liliana. I mean, this could not have gone any better. Tolvada, the greatest reanimation spell we have in Standard. Hands down, bar none. See ya. See ya.
Drop it.
All right, now we've got plenty of options. I mean, we can reanimate every turn something out of either graveyard. We have just a farmhand here, but I mean, they have the prime selections. I'm definitely taking the Cityscape Leveler first though, because I have no forests. I mean, this would be really fun to take to get my mana up, but I have no forests, so really no point. Thank you. farmhand is pretty awesome. I really wouldn't be surprised if the opponent looks to scoop from this point going forward, just because they're running out of options here, to be honest. My Liliana's about to ult next turn. I can kill half their, blow up half their lands. They have 2 cards in hand, and I've stolen their Cityscape Leveler. So there's not a lot of removal green offers other than fight mechanics or rapid bite type of effects, and that's not gonna work. Oh, that's pretty good. It blows up the portal. I stand corrected. Here we are. I stand corrected. Not bad. That's a good top deck. You know, what's the right call here? Do I... This doesn't blow this up because that's just going to blow up the count or the shield counter. The -6 is cool and everything, but if they keep the Titan, I can't really get a great attack through the invasion. I feel like I have to minus here. It feels really bad, honestly. I don't love that. I really don't. But at least it provides me the ability to flip this, right? The shield counter is what really kind of threw me. You know what? Let's blow this up. No flipping of the Zendikar for them. And the turn, and here's where we really start to have some fun. These 2/1 spirits are going to be an absolute game changer. And Liliana can keep picking off, single creatures like so. That's GG's. We were going to flip the farmhand there and then blow that up, attack in again. I mean, we wouldn't even had to minus on the Liliana because we had the Cityscape. But anyways, GG. Man, this just feels like a really solid, like, mid-range. Has answers. Has a crazy good top end. Opening hand here is definitely keepable. Good early game here. Draw spit down early. Let's go farm hand. That'll help thin out the deck here a little bit early. Hopefully with this win, we'll be jumping into 90 percentiles, but I don't know. We're pretty late. We're pretty late to Mythic, so getting our rank up is going to be a little bit more difficult for sure. We're it's the 30th today, so we literally got into Mythic last second here. All right, in case you guys were wondering why I run something like the Obscura storefront, the idea behind that is I can play the Restoration of a Ganjo on, let's say, like a 3. And hopefully this already being in the graveyard would allow me to drop something like a Kaya and then still pull back another land from the graveyard to ramp. That way I don't just discard Kaya and have no other value from it. And then, reanimate it, of course. Exiles 2 cards from their hand. Okay. Grixis. Discard. Let's go here. Attack in. Say go. I would imagine based on the sleeves, it's an ultimate idea to mill me out here, but we're gonna find out, I'm sure. If they play the Jace now, that'd be great, and I can kill it. That's annoying. That is annoying. I need some card draw pretty bad. I do wonder if they run any sort of type of sweepers like Brotherhood's End or Burn Down the House, or even like a Gix Command. I'm not sure. These 2 cards don't give us a whole lot of information, but Flame Blessed Bolt. Yikes, they are cooking, that is for sure. Maybe playing that land wasn't the best idea. I don't know. I mean, dropping it and then getting back to storefront just to thin the deck out a little bit more, getting 1 less land out of our deck, or 1 more land, I should say, would have been nice, but all right, we draw. That's a card. See, I could have gotten back Ossification if I dropped this. I still could, and I could take that Shieldred. Yeah, that actually might be the smart play here. So I can save the Innistrad. Oh no, I did not mean to. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. I screwed that play up. For some reason, I thought Ossification was in my graveyard. I forgot they actually exiled it, so that's a bit of a mistake. I thought it was discard, not exile. That's my bad. Well, that's a bummer. So I ended up dropping an Aganjo for no reason. I mean, at least I got the land back. That's the benefit of the obscure storefront, but man, what a bummer. What a waste.
Don't worry. I'll have this fight over in a flash.
Jump the gun there.
Look how my art hums with life.
That's a card. 2, 4. I got 6 mana. And we send both of these. Man, I want to flip this thing so bad. Get the 2 zombies, but I feel like killing this is more important because I can't have them drawing a bunch of cards. And that's fine. Honestly, that's actually really good for us because now they don't have an artifact on the field to tap to draw that extra card with the plus. So there's really nothing they can even do. I mean, I guess they can scry one. That's fine. Unless, of course, they got like a Blood Tithe Harvester here or something, which I'm sure they might have it. It's not that outlandish to think they might have another option there. Okay. I like that. That seems pretty desperate if you ask me. Shieldred's Edict. Okay. Obvious choice would be this because this creates more bodies. If they have another kill spell here, that's kind of nuts. I'm not going to lie. Wow. Pretty nuts, man. Oh, I needed that. That's clutch. That is clutch. They scry one. Let's pay attention to where that goes. If it's top or bottom here. Please be the bottom. Make me feel a little better. Nope. One to the top. They liked what they saw. Not good. Not good. All right. So we need to get Kaya. If we can somehow perfectly get Kaya to the graveyard and then reanimate it, that would be money. I mean, we don't even really need to reanimate it though. We got 3 or 2, 4, 6. We can play Kaya straight up if we get to Kaya with the land. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty solid. So much card draw in hostile negotiations. It's really, it's 3 cards is a lot of cards to be drawing. And it looks like we got crap. All right, cool. I mean, if I turn this face up, they're giving it to me, right? So I have to turn this face up for them to give me a chance at this. That's so dumb. That was the worst hostile negotiations ever. Oh, they give me all the lands. I had a feeling. All right, at least we get rid of their planeswalker, right? That's a benefit. Nice, and we get the Kaya. Perfect. Okay, we're fine. 3, 6, 7. So I can even sacrifice my Basilica 2 and draw a card. All right, perfect. Or I can just hang on to it to get to the portal a little bit sooner. Either way, it's pretty good. I really thought that hostile negotiations was going to hit heavy there, but it did not. But it got me some good top decks the following turns. That's fine. We're not going Basilica here, so we don't want to trigger that before the Shieldred. We normally would if we were going to pull it off, but I'm not going to even do that. Gonna just try to get closer to that portal. We're doing a really good job right now, just staying high on the life total, getting late in the game, and working our way to our big spells here. Give me that. That's my Shieldred now. Just gonna kill it. Oh, that's not good. Not even gonna lie, that's not good. That is not good. Slip out the back. What in the world are we looking at here? How could I have ever guessed slip out the back there, you know? I'll tell you how. You can't. You can never expect that. That's crazy. Who does that? Like, what even is this, man? Man, part of me feels like if I go for this, there's a slim chance of that make disappear blowing up my entire game, and I just cannot risk that, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to take this out with the ossification. Nice. Very nice. All right, cool. We got another playable Innistrad here. I mean, this is going about as smooth as I could have ever asked. It's good stuff. I was too afraid to play this, man. As good of a card as it is, getting it blown up with a counterspell would be so bad. And there's only a Shieldred that we can reanimate right now. There's really nothing else. So, all right, you're gonna make me sacrifice an enchantment. Let's just do this. Which really kind of plays against my portal at this spot. Portal's never really my first choice to play when it comes to my win cons. Obviously, Kaya and Tovada, when they flips over, are the two main ones.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
The Raven Man. Okay. Go for the Throat has been dropped. We might trigger the Basilica here, but we are still at 9 mana, which means we're at portal mana. Okay, this, if they create the 2 Thopters, we're in a good spot.
Provided the blueprints. I just
Perfect. We win this game. All right, we're not going Basilica here.
like hawks.
Not going Basilica. We want to make sure we ensure the portal hits the field this next turn. And we blow up these 2 and we attack in. And honestly, that should do it. Too much value on board for them to answer, I would imagine, but Grixis colors just don't offer like obvious board sweeps or anything like that, so I think we're gonna be all right. Didn't actually know those had haste. That's pretty good.
You're gonna need a good Undertaker.
That's pretty good. We do hit a land. That's fine.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Seems about right. And then, like I said, there's really nothing for me to get back from their graveyard. Right? No. So we're gonna get back a where is it? A farmhand, right? Yeah, farmhand. Get back a farmhand, thin the deck out a little bit, look to draw a card. Maybe hang on to the planes that we get off the farmhand in case we need to discard it for the Liliana until we decide how we're gonna plus that. But it doesn't matter. The opponent's done, ran out of answers, and we were just getting started. Let's go. GG's. We didn't even hit 90 yet, dude. This is so hard to move this late in the game. All right, this has got to be the one, man. We got to hit 90 off this one, I think. If we win, of course. We're on a pretty good run, so. This hand is sketchy, though. Going second, I don't think we can keep that. This is good. I like this. No basics, huh, for the ossification. It was going to be between the farmhand or ossification we were going to drop, but I'm going to drop the ossification. I know the farmhand can get us the basic, but these 2 cards are too important not to hang on to. All right, get those tap lands out of the way. No way to discard anything. No cards that I want to discard, so Tovada not looking super great right now, but up against Jund, Sunfall may be relevant. We'll see. Wow. No other plays from the opponent here. Okay, I don't know if they... Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they kept a very good hand here. It seems pretty weak to start that low. I mean, I don't know. They just weren't doing anything. There was no priority holes, no nothing. So, yikes. GG. This thing is actually kind of slapping right now. This thing's feeling real nice. which is nice because I don't know or think that tomorrow's deck's going to be as strong or powerful. Tomorrow's deck, I've already got it lined up. It's a soul type build, and it's definitely a lot more janky and trying to accomplish something very strange. So I have a feeling we're going to drop a handful of games tomorrow with that thing, but I figured we'd start off this Monday with something that felt really strong. And this one's been on my mind all week. Trying to reanimate the Kaya with Tovada is something we've done in the past before, but never with some cool things like the restoration. And it's something I've implemented in other games in the past. So they're clearly a Dimir poison deck, and I think the ossification here normally would be pretty bad, but if I can keep them from hitting me with any poison counters, all their proliferate cards are dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep them off of the poison as long as possible here. See, like this, even when I kill this here with the Liliana, it proliferates, but that means nothing because they don't have any poison counters on me yet. So the longer we keep them from that, the better.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Almost out of options here. I do have a Wandering Emperor, but with no 4th land drop coming in, I can't actually exile their next creature if it comes down. It is in fact a toxic creature though. Oh my gosh. The heavens have been opening up for us today, huh? All right, let's go here. So that thing's dead. Nice. So what does this do exactly? Let's see. Toxic 1 flying whenever it enters the battlefield. Another target creature you control gains toxic, and 1/1 gains flying. So it gives a little bit of a pump. All right, we officially have a poison counter. So proliferation is now online for them, making things a bit tough. All right, the obvious thing to do here, a little exile, boom, boom. Skrelv might have summoning sickness, so they can't stop that. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna keep that mana just flowing consistently for us. You know what? Let's discard. I'll drop the portal.
You won't be outsmarting me.
And now they don't really have much they can do as far as attacking my planeswalkers with the Skrells might. I mean, they could end up giving it a pump and flying with something like this, but I think we're okay. I think our planeswalkers make it through this next turn unscathed, and if they do attack our planeswalkers, it's really just kind of taking some of the pressure and poison off my face, which is a win. All right.
Knew this was a waste of time. It's on.
Let's decline that. Let's grab a Swamperdoodle, and the longer they keep attacking into the Wandering Emperor, the more I build value. So I'm happy with just plussing that and doing nothing. There we go. They finally drop a second body, but I will have a 3/4 blocker next turn, so that's fine. And we've got a great draw spell coming up with plenty of life to spare, because this does ping us for 3, but doesn't matter when your life total is as high as ours. Give me something good. I saw some good stuff. Ooh, okay. So there's no shot at all they give us this if we show them face up. We do want this side, so we're going to show this face up, and maybe they give us this, but if not, we end up with the Wandering Emperor, which I guess is a good consolation prize. But I do think they could give us the face down pile here. I really do. Because a Wandering Emperor is not something you want to have to deal with. Ah, they still give it to us though. They make the right move. They make the right call. All right. So with that being said though, I guess we'll just do one of these. Now I've got a backup. But for right now, the plan is to use the Abandoned Mire, and we'll go get ourselves our Kaya back from our graveyard, and then we'll exile the Seal of Existence. I mean, it's got Ward 3 though, probably not. Never mind. All right, they're looking to blow something up here, it looks like. Or not. All right, like I said, easy decision for me here. I'm going to get my Kaya back. Give me that. Let's go thin the deck out a little bit more. It's nice that this has vigilance too, because I can keep the pressure on them and keep creating bodies every turn and still have blocks, which is nice. Here we go. I am just going to go ahead and plus this. I don't really need any card advantage right now, and I just want to really put the timer on them because now it's going to become a race to see who can, you know, do their game plan first. Are they going to poison me, or are we going to bleed them out? I like my chances though. The board's looking pretty good in our favor. Plus, if I minus on the Kaya -3, which is a lot of loyalty to give up, all we can really take here is the Skrelv's Might. So that's not a really big high value play. Because if we go for the rat, they just, you know, tap and protect. And then we lose 3 loyalty for no reason. The opponent's starting to take a little longer per turn. I don't know if that's just because or if they're a little upset. I'm not sure, but... they've got something. Is it Seed of the Empire? Seed of the Empire, right? No, it's a -1/1. Allowing them to get a good block off here. Okay, I see. Not bad. Well, they could give this protection, but it doesn't really matter because this is colorless, so I can make a block regardless. And we just keep bleeding them out. So, I mean, we're doing a really good job right now. Just kind of cruising through the mythic ladders at the moment. This thing is pretty fire. Well, we haven't seen a toxic deck in a while, so that was pretty cool to see. All right, this hand is keepable for sure. Got the Basilica. We're off to a bit of a slow start though with the mana, I will say, but with the Sunfall in hand, it makes me feel a lot better about our survival rate. Nice. That was actually a really good top deck. Allows the farmhand to come down on curve. Farmhand is such a good card. It's so weird too, because you read this when it first comes out and it's just like, it's all right, I guess, whatever. But man, it is so handy to just always making sure you're hitting those land drops on curve. Nothing from the opponent.
Enough with the mysteries.
Nothing from the opponent, huh? Is it enchantments? I have no idea. Okay, we see a wedding announcement. That is an enchantment. What does that mean exactly, though? I'm not sure.
Drop it.
The Seiju. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. All right, we're losing a little bit of value here each turn, not drawing into anything great, but okay, that is for sure a good sign. So they're just off to a really slow start for an enchantment type deck. Sunfall looking really juicy though. If they play another 1-drop, that'd be sweet. Audacity. That's pretty good because they're gonna draw the card. Alright, well that makes my job a little bit harder, I can't lie. I mean, there's still other ways around this. Obviously this, and then we minus on the Liliana to take out the Calyx. Well, actually, no, they're gonna get a 1/1, so that's not gonna work, is it? Nice, that's what I was looking for. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Giving this up though is just unfortunate, huh? I do think it's the right call though.
I'm tired of your secrets.
All right. Wow, they drop a Seal of Existence because they have another one. That makes sense. I was like, that is so strange to drop that when I'm about to alt my Liliana, but makes sense. You had another one. Right, we go grab a plains for sure. Draw a card for sure. Nice. What's in the yard though? Nothing great, huh? Nothing great. All right, well, we do have a 3/3 we can animate here off of the token, which can make a really solid block, which they might run into. A lot of people do. I've run into a handful of that. Yeah, those incubation tokens quite a few times. And they do. Never mind, they see it. Oh, they don't. Man, if only there was a Liliana in the yard at least, but it got exiled, unfortunately. The things that I've lost have gotten exiled, which makes things really tough here for my Tolvada. That's a card. Holy, that's a card. 3, 4, 5 mana though. There's nothing I can do here. Because this, I mean, it does get us back a land, getting us one step closer to the Kaya. Ooh, is it worth it? It may be worth it, because if I hit a land next turn, I'm going to be really upset that I didn't do this. We're playing this. We're going to bring back the Basilica here because it can draw us a card. And now we're hoping we top deck a land. If we don't top deck a land, it's 100% going to be a playable card because we've got 6 mana. This is our most expensive thing, really. Okay, that's not ideal. It's not ideal.
Those who get in my way tend. Off you go.
All right. Still sitting at 19 life total here. Jukai Naturalist, sure. I can't really afford to use the Basilica right now. We need that land drop. Give it to me. Wow. Oh, that's brutal. We get the land drop, but it's a tap land. That makes things beyond awkward for us right now. That means we have to give up Liliana here. Yikes. Yikes. What a weird turn this one turned out to be. All right. Say go. That was super unlucky, man. Super unlucky. All right, that's fine though. We lose Liliana. We don't take any damage to the face. That's a plus. The minus on the Kaya. All right, so if we take exile target enchantment or creature, if it wasn't an aura, create a copy of it. So it needs to be something that's not an aura. So this unfortunately cannot be taken, which would have been nice. And this can't be taken because it's got ward 3. So our only options here are Jukai Naturalist or the Wedding Festivities. And the Wedding Festivities don't actually give us any 1/1 tokens to follow up turning it into a spirit because it's already flipped. So I think the only logical conclusion I can come to here is that we have to take this. That makes my ossification only cost 1, which is nice. Fair enough. And a Hallowed Haunting. Wow, okay. And I have 2 enchantments. I mean, should we just take it? I mean, that's kind of busted, especially if we flip over the Invasion of Tolvada. That's kind of busted. That's kind of insane. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And then if we can somehow flip this invasion over in the next couple of turns, we've got ourselves a real situation here because, oh my god, we get absolutely rewarded for the decision we just made. Oh my god, this is so good. Enchantments are toast here. Ossification, they take the hollowed, I would imagine. Yep, all good. The damage has been done. We've got ourselves 2 spirits on the field. All tokens are gonna get an absolute pump. And there's the scoop. Dang it, I really wanted to flip the Tolvada though. I wanted to showcase how busted that Tolvada flip was gonna be with the board state we had, because all of our tokens were gonna get an absolute pump. I mean, and then spirit tokens every turn. We're gonna get these even bigger. Oh man, what a bummer. I would have loved to have seen that played out, but GG. That'll do it for me today, guys. We'll be back again here tomorrow with another list for you. Tomorrow's list is going to be a soul tie reanimator deck with a more unique way to reanimate, making it a bit more janky, but a lot more fun. So be sure to tune in for that one tomorrow. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. But I hope you enjoyed today's list. I'm telling you guys, this thing, I mean, it felt really good. We were beating up a lot of different decks with this thing, and it had answers to a lot of different things, but it also had a crazy powerful top end win con. So I think it just worked really well because of how well-rounded it felt. But anyways, again, I hope you enjoyed. If you stayed this far into the video, a huge shout out to you and thank you. I appreciate that a lot. It helps out more than you might know. But lastly, a huge special thank you and shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on this channel. It's the little join button down below. These people help support my channel monetarily. So if you're watching and you're part of the Mardu Mob, shout out to you and thank you very much, because I greatly appreciate your patronage and helping support me grow. It means the world to me. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. And we'll see you guys back here again tomorrow with another one. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.